It is so crazy to me that I've been working on Carpe Corde, my life's work, for 6 months now, almost to the day. And what's even cooler is that I've been coming to you on Carpe Corde for 4 months now. And to me, that feels like a pretty sweet accomplishment, I'm not gonna lie. So with this milestone within my life's work and within the company, I realized a lot of things over the last couple of weeks. The things that were missing from Carpe Corde and the things that were even missing from my own life. Not to mention checking in with myself and the company to see how in alignment with what I've been doing is with where I see it going. And let me tell you, I realized a lot. The fact that I wasn't putting out my mission and my vision and that clarity as a whole and as a human being and as a company was kind of detrimental to me because, well, not really. It's really just that I wasn't setting the intention of what I wanted to do out there and being utterly upfront with people about it. And once I started being clear with people and putting it out there, I gained a ton of clarity in terms of where I wanted this thing to go and the impact that I wanted it to have. And to that note about putting the mission and the vision out there, you know, it's to me, every business, every functional business in the world has a mission and a vision that they make very clear all over their website. It is their striving goal towards that mission and towards that vision that makes their company come alive. And I would also dare say that that is true for even human beings. Even more so true for human beings. To me, if there is no clear mission and no clear vision for you and your life, it's hard to want to get out of bed in the morning because you don't know why you're here on this planet and the impact that you want to make. And if you don't have a vision, a sight to set your eyes on, where the heck are you gonna go? So getting majorly clear on this mission and this vision can help you so much more than you realize within your life. Once I got really clear on this mission and this vision, everything kind of began to fall into place, and I realized the impact that I want Carpe Corde to have on the world around me. And to be clear, I have known for a while what my mission is. And when I say mission, I also mean purpose. I just feel like a lot of people use purpose as what their job is. So I've known for a while what my mission is, and it was only recently that I got uber clear on what that exact mission is and what that exact vision looks like and what I want this beautiful thing to do in the world. I realized that there was one major key that was still missing within Carpe Corde. What I realized was missing from Carpe Corde was a clear intention of where this was going. Not just to myself, but to everybody around me. And what I realized was missing was a manifesto. And a manifesto is essentially just a declaration of intention. Declaration of Independence, great example of a very powerful and well-known manifesto. I'm so excited to talk to you guys today on this episode about this manifesto for Carpe Corde and what the heck it means to be a soul reveler. Just to make things a little bit easier on you, I'm gonna break down the manifesto line by line and talk to you a little bit about it and tell you a little bit more about what it means to be a soul reveler. I take heart in life. So with this one, it's really about being courageous, even when it's uncomfortable. Feeling the fear and doing it anyways, and being bold in your actions and where you see your life going. Because the action taking is what's going to get you to where you see your life going. Part of Take Heart as well is to feel your emotions. We're all very emotional human beings. And making sure to come more so from the heart than from the mind, because that really means coming from your soul and living more true to yourself as a result of coming from your soul, which is also kind of your intuition. I embrace who I am. So for a second, we're gonna screw the word authenticity and just look at who you are. You know, you've been through so many things in your life and you've gotten through them, and you are who you are. It's undeniable. So stop trying to fight it and embrace it. Hold on to who you are and your uniqueness. You're such a beautiful, this sounds really cheesy, snowflake. You're so individualized. Yeah, the vast majority of human beings, every single one of us, up until like the 99th percentile, are all essentially the same. But that 1% that makes you vastly different is exactly what makes you who you are. So hold on to that uniqueness. Be bold and courageous and take heart in that uniqueness through which your person is. Embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly about you, because whether or not you want to admit it, it is so a part of you. And the fact, if you are just squishing it down, you're only hurting yourself, and you're not able to fully express who you want to be and how you want to show up in the world. So embrace who you are. I live with intention. This is you living and not simply existing. This is you waking up every morning with how you want the day to go and taking action towards that goal. That acting like the today that you woke up to was not an accident, and making the most of the day that you have in front of you and seizing the day that you have in front of you. And living with an intention towards your mission, towards your vision, so that you always have sights set on where you're going and how you're living your life. A little deeper part of living with intention is also a heightened level of consciousness. So living more awake, as people say. I kind of don't really like that term, but, or the awokeness or whatever. Don't really like it. Anyways, okay. But living with the consciousness and just being like, just not just going through the motions of life and just existing, like I said, but like living on freaking purpose. Because you're still freaking alive. What's the point in not living on purpose? What's the point in not living out your vision? What's the point in not living out your mission when that's exactly where you want to be going? Getting off the soapbox. I seize opportunity. I see the opportunities, for one. See the opportunities in those problems, in those challenges, looking at them and being like, how can I find the opportunity in this situation? And taking action on those opportunities, because seizing opportunities, taking action is what's going to lead you to success. Whether or not it's a minor, minuscule thing or some monumental project, take action, seize the opportunity if you see one, and take that inspired action that leads you more towards your vision for your life. I create my own joy. This one is one that's really close to my heart right now, and one that I've personally been working really hard on myself. So many people are unhappy, when in actuality, being happy is not this far off destination that people make it out to be. Being happy is waking up every morning with the intention to be happy, choosing happiness. And when you find that you're not living with as much happiness as you want, creating the situation and the self-love and the self-care to pull that out of you and to pull the joy out of you. Also, finding joy in those little things in life, because being appreciative and being thankful for all of the things that you have around you can help you see more joy in those things that you have around you. Yeah, it might just be a minimal cup of coffee that you get from your favorite coffee shop, but taking joy and being able to enjoy that coffee and sit there and relish in the goodness that you have and creating the joy around that and living with the intention of joy. I live my adventure. This one might be one of my favorites because there are so many people out there in the world who are living somebody else's adventure. If you saw an episode from a couple of weeks ago, you know that I believe that life is the biggest adventure that we can ever have. And it's not a game that can be won or lost. It's one that can only be played. So play it big. But what I see from my perspective are so many people living the vision that somebody else set out for them. So many college students experience a quarter life crisis when they're 20 because somebody told them that they wanted to go to medical school. They planted that seed from a young age that they were gonna go to medical school. They get partway through medical school and they're like, who said this was mine? And they realize that it was not what they wanted. So living your adventure is living your life, the one that you want for yourself and the one that you see yourself living, that vision that I keep on talking about, and living that. For instance, one of my favorite quotes is from Bob Marley, live the life you love and love the life you live. Because it's your life, you get one stinking chance, and every single morning you get one more chance to live it the way that you want to live it, and to live it in the way that ignites that joy and that intention, deep in your flippin' flappin' soul. So live your adventure and your mission and your vision and share it with the world because people want to freaking know. Okay, I'm getting really feisty about this one. And lastly, I am a soul reveler. And this, my friends, is the new movement and the new sight and vision that I have for Carpe Corde. What is a soul reveler, you may ask? So, reveling is related typically to celebrating and enjoying food. And as a foodie, it seemed right that reveling was the word that I ended up using. With that definition of reveling in mind, a person who is a soul reveler is somebody who celebrates, enjoys, and embraces their life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They live with intention and they celebrate successes and they celebrate failures. They celebrate the awful stuff. And you know what else? A soul reveler is somebody who embraces, celebrates, and enjoys their soul. The person that they are deep in their body and deep in their heart and deep in their mind. And they rejoice in the fact that they are this person. And that, yeah, it might not always be pretty, and that there is good, bad, and the ugly, but embracing every little bit of it, because those are the tiny little nuggets that make us us, and that make you who you are, and who you are, and how and how unique you are in the experience that you'll have in your life. So being a soul reveler is about celebrating, embracing, and enjoying your life and your soul. Today's episode of CordeTV is really stinking close to my heart, and you might be able to tell by my enthusiasm in this video. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode and getting to know this manifesto a little bit more and what it means to be a soul reveler. If anything about the manifesto resonated with you in particular, and you also want to join the revolution, the Soul Revelers Revolution, make sure to check out my Facebook group, the Soul Reveler Society, that is dedicated to helping you live your adventure, seize opportunities, and take heart in your life. Carpe diem, friends.